Alright, we have a currency exchange rate problem here. And this is a problem that you want to read carefully just so you don't make any kind of silly mistakes. We're traveling from Amsterdam to Chicago and exchanging euros to dollars. And the exchange rate that's given to us is 1 euro is equal to 1.33 US dollars. We're going to exchange 1,500 euros, and we want to know how many dollars we'll get. So cross multiply, and x is equal to 1.33 times 1,500, and that's equal to $1,995. Whoops. $995. I'm using my dollar symbol with correct notation. And remember, money, you're just going to have two places after the decimal. In part B, she spends $1,350. So she had $1,995. She spent $1,350. And Jane is left with $645 that she'll have to exchange back to euros when she goes back to Amsterdam. This time she converts them at a different rate, so we'll set up that proportion, and that's 1 euro is $1.38, and we want to find out how many, I'll use a different variable, let's call that W. We want to find out how many euros she'll get when she's exchanging $645. This time we'll end up dividing, and the number of euros she gets is 645 divided by 1.38, and she'll end up with 467.39 euros, part B. Now in part C, they ask us to find the amount she gains or loses by changing her money in Chicago. So if she had waited until she went to Amsterdam, back to Amsterdam, she would have changed at a different rate. So let's think about that calculation. So for part C, I'm going to move my toolbar over here. For part, just so I have some place to work. In part C, instead of dividing by 1.38, we're going to divide by 1.36. So when I do 645 divided by 1.36, Jane gets $474.26. But she needs to pay a 0.8% commission. So she's going to not actually get 474, but we're going to take 474.26, and we're going to multiply that by 0.008. That's her 0.8 commission. Remember, we want to move that decimal place over two places, and 474.26 times 0.008. There's her commish that she has to pay. And I put too many decimals on there. 474.26 times 0.008. She'll pay a $3.79 commission. $3.79 commission. So when I take the 474.26 and subtract $3.79, what she actually ends up with is $470.47. And your inclination is going to be to write down that as your answer. But let's read the problem again. calculate the amount of euros she gained or lost by changing her money in Chicago. Well, when she changed her money in Chicago, she got $467. 467.39. However, when she went to if she would have waited and gone to Amsterdam, she would have gotten $470.47, and the difference is 467.39 minus 470.47. So what she lost was €3.08. So that's a problem where you won't get that right, the whole thing correct, if you don't answer the question that they ask. That's a little bit tricky.